But we're back, and fuck, I am tired.
Go through the entire roster of Rangers.
Well, you might as well.
For many young boys' first crush.
Yeah.
That was a real person. I figured the clarification on that one was important.
Her sprites look abnormally stacked.
Well, it was a Japanese developed game.
I mean, I guess.
Fighting things on slopes. There's kind of a surprisingly large lack of amount of movement in Kimberly's attacks.
Yeah, kinda.
I feel like if you're gonna do a roundhouse like that, you're probably gonna want to fucking like step forward a little bit too, rather than like pivot on your ankle. But what the hell do I know? I'm not a kicking person. I'm more of a punching, bodily charging kind of person. And then putties with swords.
I don't think stepping forward would really assist a roundhouse kick any. At least, not the way she's doing it.
I mean, transitioning from a different attack, it seems kind of weird to not move at all. It's also still really weird that fighting putties without being powered up.
Yeah, well.
They seem to have made a kind of big deal of that for a while. Putties show up, gotta transform. Putties are invincible to regular human beings.
I remember in later seasons, like after the first season, they could kind of hold their own against normal putties.
And then just a regular ninja.
I mean, I guess. They should have had the, well, I don't remember what they're called precisely. I think it was Shadow Rangers or something, but putty patrollers that were given power morphers and thus turned into evil Power Rangers.
Kimberly making inappropriate use of the bow.
Yes. It's a bow, Kimberly. You don't hit people with it.
I mean, you can, but... And I assume it would actually probably be pretty effective as a bludgeoning weapon, but at the same time, you don't want to, like, warp your bow by hitting things with it.
I'm trying to remember now what character in what game I'm thinking of had a bow that turned into a set of dual swords.
Kid Icarus.
Oh.
Well, modern Kid Icarus.
I feel like there was a different character, too, but I can't put my finger on it.
Dark Pit?
As in, not from Kid Icarus Uprising.
Pit in Smash Bros?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I literally can't think of anybody else. I know it's a thing. It was a item in D&D, and that's about it.
Oh, fuck, I'm stupid. Raven. Tales of Vesperia.
Sexuality.
Is it actually like a bow that turns into two daggers? I thought it just turned into a regular sword or something. Or part of the bow had a dagger in it or something.
Well, it's a bow that becomes a bladed weapon, is what I'm getting at, basically.
Some kind of bladed weapon.
But yes, Schwann Ultrain.
Who Raven is totally not.
Indeed.
That putty, like, behold, a gun. Surprisingly ineffective against somebody wearing, like, a spandex suit. Or latex suit, or whatever the hell those are made of. Nylon?
It was Spanish.
It looked like nylon in the shows. And then plastic in the movies.
Yeah, they had kind of, solid plastic-ish armor in the, original Power Rangers movie.
Sounds really uncomfortable, actually.
It was like wearing full plate, but made of plastic.
It sounds really uncomfortable.
Probably was. I remember reading somewhere that those suits weighed like 50 pounds.
I just think it's plastic. Granted, it's probably a lot easier to carry 50 pounds like on your entire body
Yeah.
than in one focused point of your body. Don't think I want to do it still, though. It would at least explain the weight, the ability to carry that much weight in D&D without issue. Even though I think full plate doesn't actually exceed 100 pounds or anything. I think it's more like 50-ish. Unless it's made of adamantite, in which case it's heavy as fuck. I think its weight increases by like ×3 or something.
And we have the example of the bow doing fuck all for damage.
Sit there and shoot arrows at the door for days. And the only thing it kills is stuff that would die in one hit anyway.
Yep. You can maybe destroy stage hazards with it if you got about 3 hours to kill.
And usually anything you could shoot that's also... a stage hazard is out of reach. Oh no! Oh, that's right, I remember. And then I fucking jump into the gigantic laser. I was playing, I'm just like, was there any significance to this laser? I don't think there was.
I sure as hell don't know.
Putties are fine. Can't be that powerful of a laser.
It basically did chip damage to you from what I saw.
Okay, what's our laser system looking like? Oh, we're gonna have this little, like, lowered platform beneath it.
Is anyone else thinking of the final boss of Sonic 3 and Knuckles? Not the final boss, but the giant robot.
It's like, wouldn't this mean somebody could just sit underneath the lens and destroy the equipment? Yeah, but who's gonna do that? That's dumb. You're dumb. Get out of here. Goddamn, Kimberly, it's a door.
There's a button over there. I'm betting if you push that button, the door will open.
It's glowing and everything.
It's glowing green, which usually means it's okay. It's good to go.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot to replace the music. With the Streets of Rage 3 Ninja Boss music. Because, I mean, we already went this far.
Yeah, I guess.
I can't remember if Streets of Rage 3 came out before this.
I really have no idea.
I don't think it did. Don't quote me on that.
It might have.
Alex, put the dates on the screen.
Oh.
Appropriate reaction here.
Thank you, Alex. Very informative.
Lasers! And not actually flickering pterodactyl.
Pterodactyl lasers.
Capture doesn't really pick up anything that flickers or flashes on the screen rapidly.
Yeah, because it's only 30 frames per second, and this was going 60. Despite the animations probably being, much less.
I was joking with Kyan about that on Twitter the other day.
Yeah.
About the strange, fascination with 60 frames per second. How 30 is unacceptable now. It's like 30 frames per second killed my family in front of me. And thus I became FPS man. Smoothly thwarting crime from here on in.
Wow.
And then this happened, I thought the game froze, and I was kind of annoyed about it, but...
Huh.
It was just like, I can't do this Mode 7 grid drawing thing. The difference between Trini and Billy's pose is, barely there.
Yeah.
At least Kimberly and Zach got something different going for him. And Jason, but, you know, the leader always gets his own thing.
Mm-hmm.
Poorly upscaled Megazord. And then we're going to change the style of the gameplay.
Just a little bit.
Why? Because it actually took me a little bit to remember how the fuck this part of the game actually worked. It was kind of irritating now that I think about it.
I wonder how much memory on the cartridge the digitized Power Rangers theme in that cutscene took up.
Probably most of it.
I'm willing to bet. I couldn't tell if the music was MIDI and they just digitized the voice.
Probably that.
But that was definitely the singing from the show's opening theme. Not the extended version, but
Look at those sweet weapon clashes that last a little bit longer than necessary.
oh yeah.
And then I actually almost lost. Here, let me get into position for you, hold on.
Yeah, that was pretty damn close.
Jordan's Raikugi! Yay!
You did the thing.
Here's another password in case you want to skip this shit. But wait, there's another fight similar to it afterwards, so, well, you're kind of fucked. You gotta do it again anyway.
Oh my, could this be the final boss?
I vaguely remember this giant monster. Vaguely.
It looks somewhat familiar, but I could just be mistaking it for a Gundam.
Or a Guyver.
Or a Guyver.
A kind of thick Guyver. It does look a little bit... Well, at least the helmet looks pretty Guyver-esque, and the giant shoulders.
The chest and the legs, on the other hand, look like a Gundam.
The corner, the worst place to ever be.
Finish him!
Oh, snap.
You suck.
Have an actual more closer to Gundam final boss.
Oh. Huh.
You can tell I'm different because I'm gold now. And I have some more head spikes. And some punchy claw things. Some punch daggers, katars, except without the additional 2 Pokebits on the sides.
Okay.
Man, this part of the game is bullshit. By the way, if you do too poorly, you're at a huge disadvantage when the boss regains all of his health.
Yes.
I was also pretty annoyed that he dodged that.
Yep. Wasting your super is the worst feeling in the world.
Fuck you.
Destroyed!
Indeed. And then the game was over. Back to the other, like, the 4 different set pieces of Angel Grove.
Yay!
I really like how they had no other environments other than, like, for fight scenes.
God, Zack's sprite looks even worse.
Yeah, it really does. And then Trini practicing the Noctis school of sitting in a car.
And never mind Kimberly.
Billy just like, I really don't want to be here.
And where the hell did Jason get this car?
Okay, like, where are the credits, though? For real.
Yeah, this seems to be taking his dear sweet time.
I mean, I know it's supposed to be getting dark, but it's going really slowly. There we go, back at the juice bar.
Well, hey, Bulk and Skull actually make an appearance.
Bulk just as confused as we all are about why he's there. Takashi Yasukawa.
Hirohisha Ota.
Shin Uno. Bueno? Bueno.
Hirohisha Ota again.
And Ryuichi Nakahama, sorry.
Tomoko Okamoto.
Yoshihito Hattori.
Takashi Shinpo.
Mitsuko... No, how the fuck do you pronounce that? Nimui?
Nimiwe. Shinra Wada.
Iku Mizutani.
Kinuyo Namashita.
Hiroyuki... Iwatsuki. Yes, Iwatsuki. It's like...
George Oshima.
And then there's George there. Masami Suda.
Masasuke Okada.
Tsuyoshi Sato.
Maria Rosaria Zeno.
And then somebody
And
from
then
like,
that.
And then Jeff Rotter. Thanks, Jeff.
You're a stand-up guy, Jeff.
Who was the guy who owned the juice bar again? Because he is apparently there too.
Ernie?
Ernie. Presented by Bandai, who gets their own logo and everything.
Was this before Bandai Namco?
Yes, this was many years before Bandai Namco. I don't think Bandai Namco actually became a thing until close to around Vesperia's release. So is Power Rangers supposed to take place in like Hawaii or Florida or something?
It's California.
Why is there palm trees?
I don't know.
And then Rita's like, by the way, you didn't actually fight me.
Is this like Robotnik showing up at the end of Sonic 1 if you didn't get all the Chaos Emeralds?
I guess, except in this case it's like you're supposed to be playing on hard mode. But fuck you don't tell me what to do, this isn't Contra.